Gamers, the first Descendant Void Chaser Season 2 starts on December 5th, and I just watched this dev insight for the preview of the season, and oh boy, there's tons of stuff in here, and we're just going to get straight into it. I'm going to make this really quick as possible, just go over some good bullet points in case if you just don't want to watch the 4-hour segment. Also, I want to give a shout out to the devs, but also you for watching all the first Descendant videos that I've pretty much published and all the content that I do, because we had this huge one-on-one dev interview and they even shouted us out in their dev preview about 3 hours and 33 minutes into the stream. They said this.
Now, we've also conducted an interview sessions with our creators. And in fact, 7 hours ago, one of our creators called Moxie has uploaded the interview video.
그리고 그전에는 클라이드 님께서도 또 영상 올려주셔서 클라이드 님과 인터뷰한 영상도 잘 봤습니다.
And also Clyde uploaded a video before Moxie. So we enjoyed the video, Clyde.
So thank you. Shout out to Moxie and the Korean creator too that had the opportunity to get this interview. I guess there was 3 of us. That's a dub. I appreciate all the support, and thank you to the devs for taking their time to talk, because it was a cool moment. On with the video. First up, we have the new Descendant named Keelan. Right now, we're going to throw the abilities on screen for you that they showed in the testing lab. You could see his passive and all 4 of his abilities. Pretty much, let's just make this short. He's going to have a meter underneath his abilities. When you fill that meter up, there's more corrosion and acidic spread around. So spam your abilities, spam your dash, more build up, more toxic, more AoE. Pretty simple. It seems like we're going to try and build up as many dashes as we can, work on cooldown, and also focus on range with him. And pretty much it's just going to be a male I'm pretty much treating this as like a Freyna AoE mixed in with a little bit of bunny movement. But again, this is just first thoughts, and I didn't want to go into too many details and pretty much talk too much. I'm already yapping, so let's get to the next bullet point, right? Next up, we have the new dungeon Void Vessel. They showed some puzzles here and the final boss, and this is just amazing. They showed some new footage with the new beam rifle, the new ultimate rifle, and you're just going to be having some mechanics. This is also going to be timed. I thought this was amazing, that once you get through this whole dungeon, at the end, if you're able to kill the boss quick enough, you're going to get better rewards for being quick. But don't worry, there is a safe system. While you're going through this dungeon, there is objectives you can do to extend the timer so that you always don't feel like you have to rush. This is also soloable, but you can also play with matchmaking just like you can in any other dungeon. So W for, giving you rewards for trying harder. In honest opinion, I really don't see a dungeon being that difficult, so I think we steamroll this. First glance of it, I think you will not have a problem burning down these bosses with current builds that are meta in the game. Next up, we got Ultimate Sharen coming as the new ultimate character. She's going to be coming with 2 mods that only go exclusively with Ultimate Sharen. One is area suppression. It enhances Sharen's AoE abilities, something that she lacked in the game pretty much, and also ambushed increases the effectiveness of stealth and movement speed. So pretty much what's nice about this is one ability is just going to be able to have you spam non-stop. Like, the cooldowns are insane. You're just going to be able to slash, throw this AoE blast, and always be coming in and out of ambush, which is just insane. So you're going to have unlimited amounts of damage, and then also being able to be invisible the whole time and being able to really play stealth through these missions, which is just going to be sweet, because we've only used Sharen for little things like debuffing a boss or infiltrations in the outpost. So now she can do these crazy abilities like you're seeing here, where she just twirls in the air. The cooldown's insane, so you could really see the difference. One's like AoE the whole room, or get close and active to keep your invis going. Didn't want to go into full detail with this because we'll break down this character when she launches. The devs also stated that there is some upcoming changes to characters that feel like they haven't really been strong in content. Those characters include Viessa, Balbi, Jaber, Luna, Sharen. Those will get buffed in January. I don't know why they said Sharen. Maybe they wanted to rework her. With Ultimate Sharen launching, you think that they would launch those Sharen changes as well. Maybe it was a typo on their end. I don't really know, but we'll see. But it's cool that in January, some of those other characters are going to get a buff, because we all know that Jaber needs some sweet loving. Another thing that they mentioned that's kind of important was with ultimate weapons. Even I got kind of sidetracked from this comment. Ultimate weapons, level 0 to level 4 penalty. Some people like myself thought, oh, you don't have to grind the 4 extra copies of the weapon to get that intrinsic perk anymore. It's just the stat penalty. So if the gun has a stat penalty on level 0 and it goes away at level 4, the devs took that away. But to have the intrinsic perk like of the Thunder Cage or Enduring Legacy or other weapons that we use, like the crit bonus from Afterglow, I think you're still going to have to grind out all copies of that. So just want to make sure that everyone understands that, because even I got confused. Now let's talk about the pup. This dog's insane. We're doing handshakes, we're doing spins, we're doing backflips, we're throwing treats. This is really cool. They said that this is just the start of having pets in game. It could end up with cats and rats and who knows, but the dog is pretty much going to help you loot, auto dismantle items, auto pick up items, and then they said even in the future could be like combat use. This is just, you know, it's just really cool to be able to name your own pet. That's right, you can actually change the name of the dog. You can put a green beret on the dog, you can put some paints on the dog, make him cool and suitable for, you know, your customization, which is amazing. They did show some gameplay of the dog just picking up looted items for you, but I want to see it in like a 400% where there's so much loot. Can the dog just run by it, pick it up, dismantle it? But again, just having a lot of trash in your inventory right now, you can use those special filters so that you pretty much don't have to worry about picking up junk. But now even the pet can help you as well. So having this dog is going to be dope. They even said you can level the dog up. I think they showed level 30 on the pet right here in the screenshot. It does in the bottom right hand corner. There is a level up feature. So again, we'll just see how this works out, but this is debut. Hopefully everyone enjoys it. So now let's talk about the new Colossus boss, the Infernal Walker. That's right, another walker that's going to be very annoying. As you see, the UI got updated and there's no more frenzy bar. That bar of the boss is, your job is to keep that bar lower. And the way that I heard the devs explain it is the more you break off parts, right now you're seeing the hardest mechanic in the game, finding teammates that know how to grapple a part, stay on, and then break the boss to stun them and just annihilate them. When the boss's bar gets full, this boss will transform and get stronger. It's going to be annoying. It's going to be pretty much going into a super enrage mode that's going to do more damage to you, and your job is to take off those parts. They pretty much explained that they wanted to make it easier for, you know, teams that just randomly queued up so that you didn't have team play mechanics. I like the team play mechanics, but I understand why the regular, you know, normal player base wouldn't, just because it caused headaches. Another thing that they mentioned about these cool new bosses is that there's going to be ways. In my interview with the devs, I asked, what's the purpose of grinding game and just doing harder content? Where's the reward? Well, they added new boss and a backpack attachment. They did not show what this stuff was, but you only get it for beating the boss. So that's pretty dope. More incentive to grind end game stuff and show off some cool cosmetics saying you did it. So if you guys are like myself and you bought that dino suit and we put it on Kyle, that's right, we had Kyle running around like Barney, you realized after you purchased that skin that you could not use it on other characters, and I was mad. So the devs said, hey, we messed up with the common skins. So all common skins purchased are now going to be available on all classes. Meaning if you purchased one skin on one character, it'll unlock on the others. And they admitted in this video that on the refunds of the caliber is going to cost the company over $1 million. So that was pretty interesting to see that, you know, they were like, hey, we made some money, we'll give it back. Hey, we all know that they made tons of money off these skins. So it's pretty insane that they are doing that and giving back to the community. A lot of people complained about the ultimate skins being too pricey in the packages. So now they said everything will be sold separately. So if you have an ultimate character and you want that skin, you can get it all separately now. So they're pretty much making it easier for the community to purchase things, which is smart. Right now, there is 2 focused defense missions that you do. You do the Kuiper and the defense. They will be adding a hard mode for these and kind of giving players loot incentive. They did say right now that players that are doing these defense missions or the Kuipers, you're going to get more loot in the hard mode system. You're going to get more gold. You're going to get more weapon XP. You're going to get more character XP. In one of the missions, I think, again, don't quote me on this, but one of it was either Kuiper or defense, you're going to get like more chances to get ultra precision code breakers and amorphous materials and shape stabilizers. So there's going to be a reason to do both. But I forgot in the video what they said, which one was going to get which buff. So I just spit them all out for you. So the pity system, let's talk about it. Me personally, I know that grinding some of these story missions to get certain Freyna, catalysts, and Sharen parts, pretty much anything that was tied to completing a mission, it got annoying. But the whole purpose of grinding this game is to get the loot while grinding it, and then when you do get the loot, you use it. So when they just hand stuff over, again, I'm not saying too much here, when you get the stuff you're looking for, you just stop. So I feel like grind needs to be implemented in this game. I feel like the drop rates are fine. I've got 700 hours in this game, but again, I pretty much unlocked everything around like 550. Some of you might not want to invest that much time into a game, but it's actually worth it. You know, I have over 10,000, 15,000 hours in Destiny 2, so it happens. But again, if you were looking to grind something from the story missions and you felt like the drop rates were just ass, this system will help you out. So if it's a 20% drop rate and you do the mission 5 times, you don't get it. I think the way they talked about it, it'll drop on the 6th one. So now let's talk about the advanced shape stabilizers. So these are going to be a better shape stabilizer than what is in the game right now. And as you see, this is what happens when it's activated. The 6% drop rate turns into a 32%. The 10% drops into a 32. And then what we're going to do is on the back end, the 32% drop rates are going to be taken down to 10% and 6%, which is great. So if you're looking to target farm energy activators or ultimate pieces, this is going to be your shot. I said that this should have been implemented into the game months ago, but again, they were probably just holding on to this great idea. They did say that these were going to be limited, that you're only going to be able to grind so many. So don't think that you're just going to be able to like get tons of them and get everything you want. I do think that they're going to be rare, but again, make sure you're paying attention to what you're using them on or what you're farming for. So like if you're farming for an advanced shape stabilizer, make sure you're farming for something that it's going to give you in game and not just get a random one. So now we're going to talk about a random matchmaking in dungeons. So if you're going for amorphous material 058 and you're sick of doing the same dungeon, there's a checkbox that's going to be implemented in the game where you can check it and other infiltration support, meaning that you can just matchmake with other players in other dungeons. So you're not running the same dungeon over and over, but you'll get that amorphous material that you're farming for. I think that's great. I've ran 20 to 30 dungeons back to back, all the same one. And you know, it's like watching paint dry, but some dungeons are faster than others. So if you're looking to just chill, grind different content, this will give you a reason to just play other content and get the same loot. So that's a W on my part. So around this part of the interview, they pretty much showed us what the inversion reinforcements are. I'm not going to go through everything here, but I'll let the video play in the background so you can see all the upgrades. Some of these are absolutely busted. As you see right here, you can put different rounds, adds electric attack, and then this final one right here, this just jumps off the paper. When you're at max focused rounds, this grants enhanced focused rounds. Pretty much what's going to happen is all attribute resistance are going to be -4% for 30 seconds, and this stacks up to 5. So just more ways to break the boss's defenses down, stacking this with the Gsxrclydes. They did show some more of these, but I don't want to spoil them all for you, but they're insane. I feel like we're going to be way stronger than we were this season, so get ready for that. You guys wondered why we always thought we only upgraded our reactors to level 2, and then it was kind of just it. You only got a little bit more melee and sub power. Well, the devs announced that you're going to be able to enhance it up to level 5. So that's going to be a little bit more skill power, a little bit more stronger. So that's dope. Now let's talk about this crazy winter festival check-in event that they're hosting. That's right. It says Get Ultimate Bunny. They stated that if you signed in 14 times between December 5th and January 8th, you can get Ultimate Bunny for free. Now, again, some people might be like, oh, they're handing stuff out now. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I paid for Ultimate Bunny. I've grinded for Ultimate Bunny too. I did it on stream just to show chat that I can grind for an ultimate. We've enjoyed our time with Bunny, and I get why they're just going to throw it out there, but them more focused on giving new players and returning players a little bit of love. I feel like sometimes they got to show love to the hardcore players too. So if you're looking on the right side of the screen, you will also get 2 Sharen skins unlock as well. So if you guys collect the skins and you like that, there's also going to be other stuff like energy activators, crystallization catalysts. They do these cool events. They're going to be handing out cosmetics. So just make sure that if you're keeping up with the game, you sign in and at least collect your daily rewards. After this dev preview, they did a Q&A and they brought up something very important. You guys know how we can only craft 5 things at a time? Well, now it's going to be 7. So that's awesome. 7 research items at once. Sounds great to me. So now we got a big screen in front of us. This is pretty much everything coming past March. This is impressive that they showed all this, so I'm just going to go over it really quickly. In December, we're getting the Void Vessel, the main story. We're getting the Abyss, which is the Infernal Walker, Hard Infiltrations, Sharen Quest, Winter Festival event, Ultimate Sharen. We're getting the new Descendant Keelan, Ultimate Weapons, Hammer and Anvil, and also Voltea. We're getting the Fellow, which is the dog, Ultimate Reactor, 3 to 5 enhancements. So you're taking it from level 3 to level 5. Tier 3 weapon rebalance, Descendant rebalance, new modules, high shape stabilizers, customizing improvements, outpost second improvement in December, ultimate reactor optimization condition improvement. I don't know what that means, but they pretty much told me in the interview when I had one-on-one with them that they were going to change. They were thinking about changing reactors to not just weapons, but subclasses like submachine guns. So pretty much how the purples are set up. Surprised they didn't talk about this, but we'll find out. Pings. The ping system's finally coming. So you can ping while you're in missions and tell people to hurry up and stop looking at their loot and come get in the fight. Story mission improvements. Added Glay, Enzo, Executor, Greg's Reverse Fate in normal farming as well. Inversion Reinforcements, Infiltration, Random Matchmaking, Miscellaneous Quality of Life, winter themed skins, new premium skins, Valby evolving skin, and season 2 battle pass. So that's all in December. Now let's move over to January. We got Void Erosion Control. This is the mega dungeon. It's going to have 30 stages. This is what I'm waiting for. You're also going to get a leaderboard with it, the new character Ines, which she's going to be like a electric bunny competitor. Descendant rework, Lunar New Year skins. We're going to get the new Void Abyss, the Defiler, the weapon cores unleash. So pretty much you're going to get weapon cores on your weapons. So let's just say Thunder Cage is your favorite weapon right now. You're going to be able to get weapon cores and infuse that into Thunder Cage and be able to make it stronger than it possibly can be. New modules, new events, hot spring theme skins. Those are going to be spicy, and Valentine's Day skins. The next update in the top right hand corner, they're pretty much saying it's March update. So this will be in March. You will get new region combat contents, new monsters, Descendant adapt growth, new region growth elements, and Descendant weapon collection bonus. Then Descendant equipment, a new Descendant will be coming. Serena, they really didn't tell us much about her. A new ultimate Descendant, 4 ultimate weapons, new external components, new main story, outpost rework, battle pass, new modules, Descendant quests, regular skin updates. The Void Erosion is going to go to 50 stages, which is insane. And then you're going to have new Void Abyss bosses, which is a new intercept boss. Quality of life, they're going to work on the party search system. New ultimate Descendant growth transfer, meaning when you level up a normal Descendant, it's going to switch to an ultimate. I think they should have brought this in now instead of waiting till March, because people that have invested into Sharen could switch it over to her ultimate. But I get it. It was an idea that was too late. There's going to be new events, photo modes, so you can take screenshots, another inversion reinforcement, journal improvements, growth achievements, and more. I mean, I just wanted to go over this whole thing. I mean, this is what's coming in the game from now until the end of March. This is insane that they showed all this. An absolute dub. I know this was a lot of yapping, so hopefully I summed up all the stuff that you need to be prepared for this update. I know when they post their patch notes, it's like impossible to read because there's so much info. So hopefully I pinpointed some changes that you might like for the upcoming game, and I'll see you guys on the 5th.